Keller is in. He scores! A shot by Downey. He scores! And it's Lawson Crouse shorthanded. He scores! Kevin Fiala! Spectacular! Oh, save! Karel Vejmelka! Kopitar scores!
Bottle that up and call it hype. Welcome back to SportsCenter Australia. Now, the excitement for the NHL's arrival in Melbourne is building up. Not only to introduce the sport of hockey to thousands of new fans across the country, but also to fulfill a lifelong dream for those that have been playing the sport their entire lives. Like former team captain of the Australian national hockey team, Tommy Powell.
It's just incredible. I can't believe it. You know, looking back at the times of myself as a young 6-year-old starting hockey and imagining that the NHL would be coming one day is just incredible. It's a dream come true. It's going to be great for Ice Hockey Australia and, you know, the terms of kids getting to develop and see these guys and see the skill set that's coming. So, yeah, it's going to be great.
And for more on the NHL, heading to Melbourne, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It's the NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman joining us here on SportsCenter. Mr. Bettman, thanks so much for taking the time.
It's great to be with you.
All right, Commish, so you're going to Australia September 23rd and 24th with 2 preseason games between the Kings and the Coyotes. How did the NHL make the decision to go down under?
We've been in contact with people in Australia probably for the last decade. Australia has great sports fans. We actually have a pretty strong following in Australia, and there have been a number of organizations that have come to us and said, we really would like to bring 2 teams here and play a couple of games. And COVID obviously got in the way of that. But now that things are back to normal, we thought this would be a great opportunity to share our game in person with the fans in Melbourne.
And with so many fans of hockey in Australia, what's been the reaction? What have you heard from people in Australia since the news broke?
My understanding is we're pretty close to being sold out already. Games aren't until September, and the tickets have only been on sale, I think, for less than a week. So the reaction has been really, really strong, and I'm glad to say not surprising.
Now, for those fans of sports who maybe haven't seen hockey or haven't fallen in love with the sport just yet, give us the elevator pitch. Why should fans check out hockey when it comes to Australia?
There's nothing that has the speed, the skill, the emotion, the ebbs and flows. There's no sport like it. What our players have to do in terms of hand-eye coordination and agility is what any other athlete has to do in their sport. Plus, our guys do it on a blade of steel, going at speeds that up to 30 miles an hour, and the game encourages physicality. Try it. I guarantee you'll like it.
For those of us who can't even skate like myself, it is incredible to watch what those guys can do out there. Now, Mr. Bettman, you're celebrating 30 years as NHL Commissioner, which makes you the longest tenured commissioner of the Big 4 leagues in North America. How have you seen the game change under your tenure?
Well, it's really been an evolution as you go from generation to generation. Athletes in all sports get better, bigger, stronger. The regimens in terms of physical fitness aren't like they were 10, 20, 30 years ago. And from our standpoint, the game has never been bigger. We're in more places than we've ever been. We have more fans than we've ever had. And our game is available in more places than ever before. The game and the business of the game have never been stronger.
Do you still have the orange and black jersey and the hat you got 30 years ago?
I'm not a hoarder, but my wife probably put it somewhere. I haven't seen it, and I guarantee you I haven't worn it.
And Mr. Bettman, before we let you go, I know you're about to go to Madison Square Garden and watch the Rangers-Devils game that's following us. You excited about that one?
I get excited. This will be my 7th game in 7 nights. One of the great things about my job is I get to go to a lot of hockey games, and there's nothing more fun than doing that.
Well, with that many games and that many nights, I'm just glad you can still hear yourself think. Gary Bettman, Commissioner of the NHL, thanks so much for joining us here on SportsCenter.
Great to be with you. Thanks for having me.